LeBron James, 29 points. LeBron James, 29 points and beating Philadelphia. Today was a good day. Today turned out good. Haters gonna hate. LeBron haters can shut up, and Tomlin haters can shut up. Oh, good time to stop. No crazy talk. It's the holidays. Happy holidays. Say nice things. Nice things. Don't know if the Penguins played. You know the Penguins had 33 points. And now they got 34. They have a one game losing streak. Just when you think the Steelers are winning, they actually lost. I've been hinting at that's all I want. Mayo. Put it on your taco. COVID. You know the rules. 10 jugs. Advantage to the Chargers playing at home versus the Eagles. Cold. Pardon me. good spill. I'm like the only person that tries to pronounce that when I burp. Lost syllables. I think I spilled half an ounce on the table. Oh no, good. The lid won't even. Okay. Crisis. Dino crisis averted. Trash ass game. Nobody should play Dino Crisis. They shouldn't even remake it. It's averted. Dino Crisis averted. You get an advert calendar for advert children. Final Fantasy Advent children. What's going on? I did my nightly run. Didn't get any subs today, but due to optical illusion, it appears the subs went up. So 44 degrees outside. Minnesota versus Golden State Warriors today, 7 p.m. It's 10-3-3-0-3. Big money. You're up, am I? Big money. You want to see me flash? I got $8 in my wallet. The shopkeeper stole my 9 cents. I was supposed to get $8.09 back, and he only gave me $8. All right, stealing. Were my picks okay? Do I feel like any bad? Did any of my picks really just were bad? A lot of road teams. 8 road teams won. Remember this guy? 8. And I'm pretty much leaning on the home team to win every game in my simulation. Okay. Good week for the road teams. Now, tomorrow, that's what the Chargers are at home. There's no way 9 out of 9 teams are going to win on the road this week. Well, they played 14 games. The home team should win the final game of the week. That's all I'm thinking. West is a boring schedule. You know, you see the same matchups for 20 years in a row. This rotation since 2001. This is the 24th year of the current schedule. If you want to simulate next season, just play Madden 2005. It'll have 16 of the 17 matchups. No, you have to play Madden 2006 to simulate the 2026 schedule. That's the amazing thing about old Maddens is the schedule has only changed one game. Give or take home field advantage. You might want to play Madden 2010. Well, I didn't watch the end of the Bears game, and the Bears didn't win it, so I didn't miss anything. It was this close. Shedeur Sanders and Caleb Williams. Caleb with the interception on the final play. Shedeur Sanders being benched for a direct snap on the special teams. Now the Bears and the Browns play each other next week in Chicago. So the Bears and Myles Garrett might have one sack. Ooh, ooh. The 49ers moved up in the playoff standings from the 7th seed to the 6th. No, you can't. I can't take Cleveland. Those are the Bears. Their offense might be a joke, but does Cleveland have an offense? Shedeur Sanders. No, I take the Bears. Take the Bears. Fade Cleveland. Take Baltimore. You want to put your money on Baltimore if you're a Cleveland fan. Yeah, because the Bengals and Baltimore next week. In a game that means nothing, because neither of these teams are going to make the playoffs. The Browns. Dominic Martinez, sorry, my brother keeps taking my phone. When I was a kid, we would not hang the phone up and it would lose its battery, and then nobody could call because nobody plugged the phone in, or you didn't return the phone after. Well, you can't find the phone. You have to find the phone to use it. People would actually just lose track of where's the phone. Now it's like it's because it belongs in your pocket. Old phones didn't fit in your pocket. These pocket phones. We had wireless phones. You had to go to Target. They're like. My mom loved buying new phones. She would get a phone for like $50. Once a year, she'd always go buy new phones. General Electric, they make the best phone. GE. Go get one of them GE phones. They connect to the wall. It's a wireless wall phone. You talk on it. Because nowadays, I don't even talk on my phone. I'm about to butcher should I just ruthlessly chop off this side? I did all that. I think I fixed it. Okay, it's a little better, but it had to attack, and that. Cheesecake Factory in Baltimore announces it's closing. 105 people are unemployed. Yeah, I can't be out of control with the beard. But as long as the middle, I'm not gonna try to let the middle take control. Where's my mouse cursor? My mouse cursor has frozen. And the number pad's working. So I press the numbers and the numbers are working. Lenovo. We are doing the unplug the mouse, unplug the mouse, replugging the mouse. You'll hear it doo-doo. With my one maybe two USB ports. The baller USB ports, I got one. What color are they? Probably blue, black. You want to have orange, yellow USB ports can charge while the device is turned off. That's the secret of keeping all your shit working 24 hours a day. Even when it's turned off, it'll keep your battery charged. No yellow snow. You want a yellow. Very high end. It's high end. The high end. Orange USB ports are like also almost as good as yellow. And blue USB is kind of the standard. And I watched a video on USB cords. Yeah. Can I look at basketball? We saw LeBron James 29 points today, and the Warriors won. Indiana Hoosier football will play at the Rose Bowl. Penn State will play at the Pinstripe Bowl versus Clemson. I mean, I guess that's a real team. Everybody's trying to expose ESPN for lying about Alabama. Nick Saban. I don't like him. Wrinkled nutsack for a face. I don't look up to nutsacks. Dude's head looks like a nutsack. Mahomes threw 3 interceptions. Somebody had to go crazy with the ints today. The Rams are just, it's an era. It's Rams era, and I'm enjoying it. It might not last forever. Who's going to be the third wide receiver? We're using all tight ends. The Greatest Show on Earth had Ricky Poe. They had better wide receivers, not as good tight ends. Tight ends suck. Tight ends are nothing but disappointment. especially in the Bengals. The Bengals have probably the worst tight ends in pro football history. Loving this Rams era. One of the East Coast can have their college football. Indiana versus Oklahoma. That's kind of like a Midwest game. But they can get real jobs and do something productive in society instead of just. The Bengals lost Ray. Well, yeah. How many Super Bowls? I think they've won Super Bowl 16, and I think these Steeler fans, they don't know how many Super Bowls the Bengals won, so they keep asking, "Hey, how many Super Bowls did the Bengals win?" This is why they're Steeler fans, because they can't remember anything. Okay. Now, what 49ers don't remember is how many Super Bowls California won. They got 9 Super Bowls. Now, the 49ers, they only think about themselves. They're thinking about their 5 Super Bowls, looking for 6. But it's the quest for the 10th Super Bowl. This should be the 10th Super Bowl California has won. And if the Niners hit 6, let me tell you, the number 6 is smaller than the number 10. But it's more likely that the Rams will pull in the 10th Super Bowl win. Okay, 10 Super Bowl wins, Rams, book it. Okay, Detroit, dude. The Rams at home. It's not there. They don't have to go to Detroit to play the Rams. The Detroit has to come to LA to beat the Rams. And you say it's a 5-point spread. Did you see Jimmy Garoppolo? They benched Stafford. At this point, we can just let Jimmy play next week. Because Jimmy should be able to beat Jared Goff. No, I'm not back in Altadena. I'm in San Francisco. McBride had to be evacuated. Eichenbaum Gravenberg survived the fire. And I don't know anybody that died in Altadena. And the fire, that fire was kind of small. No, oh no. I know Marigold is ash. That shit's gone, dude. Gone. It's toast. I'm so happy Marigold burned down. Build a real house. Put some real fucking. Put a foundation with a basement. Okay. My house burned down this year. We don't live there anymore. But that property was garbage. Fucking 1 bathroom, 2 bathrooms. You got it. My friend's in chat. He's been to the property, and we're talking about. Nobody's living there. We sold the house. The house has been sold. It's been in my wallet. I've been spending the money. I bought this do-rag. This do-rag came from the money from that house. Okay. The house is belongs to somebody else now. The house was the booty house. The house sucks. That was the trash ass house. Mall. Hot. That rocky of Altadena. Kinda, not really. I mean, a backyard with nothing. Yard with nothing. Some sick little fruit tree. The avocado tree, okay? The avocado tree was like one of the best avocado trees I'd ever eaten off of. And even the avocado tree went down in the fire. The Altadena Public Library survived the fire. Christmas Tree Lane survived the fire. They didn't lose anything. What they lose? They lost some strange, crazy people houses. Well, now they will. Now they can build a real house. I mean, you still couldn't get a car down the driveway. That the driveway wasn't big enough to fit a car down it. So you had to tear that house down. The property was too thin. It's only that property was like only probably 49 feet across. I'll be about paying nothing. I'll be on a world tour next year. I don't know where I'll be. I'm gonna put everything I own into one duffel bag and hit the road. Going back to LA, maybe. Not gonna do it. Well, I can't believe I just chopped that thing up. Take some more off, Ted. It's too long. It's too long right there. It's just. They want to make sure that you can still work 80 hours a week on disability. That's the new catch. That's right. Disability is okay if you can still clock 80 hours. At least for food stamps. Trump wants to cut the food stamps to blue states like Pennsylvania. You know they get the good deals on it. They get too much purchasing power with their price. The price of food, we get half the food they get. Well, my check came in 2015, right? So I've been on checks for 11 years. I came in this room, I had nothing, no checks. So I'm still living like I got nothing. I'm in the same place I was when I had nothing. I have not moved up in the world. And we'll get off the grid next time. Get off the grid real soon. That's a lot, 10. Yeah, people who get 3,000 are like an anomaly. Most people, it's like, here, you get 1,000. Then people say, oh, I get 3. Then I could upgrade. I probably could upgrade to 3, but I'm not greedy like that. I like living on 1.4, I think 1.4 thousand, 1,467 is probably what I get. So I get half as much as you. I'm fine. I'm not. I don't complain because I lived with nothing. I lived with a lot less. Okay. Okay. Ray knows I come from nothing. Okay. Good. Nice. Cool. RV. RV. Nice. Nice. I like military housing, so I'll stick to my thing. You stick to your thing. If I go and travel the world, I'll be not. There's no military housing. It's gonna suck. You have to not. I'd be fine living in a woman's room. That'd be nice. Living with a woman. I don't know if I would be fine. Is that McBride? McBride's not in chat. Yeah. I don't see McBride in chat anywhere. But I saw a picture of Sean this year. Just a picture. But I barely worked a single honest day in my life. I started as a foot masseuse. Did a little gardening. Did a little painting. Aluminum can collecting. Political activism. Customer service. Subway sandwich artist. Blockbuster. Pizza delivery. Blockbuster video. Then into the Army, and then to Toys R Us, then to Safeway. Then I started acting. 995 days in the Army. Okay, exactly. Okay, I wish I hit 1,000, but I didn't. Well, they don't like you, they don't like you. Eventually, even the Army didn't like me. It was always a popularity contest because I didn't do enough laundry. Look, you know, the most important thing you do in the Army is probably do your laundry every day. But Hitler would demand new uniforms like every week. Because Hitler wouldn't do his laundry. He would fuck up his uniforms and just go get new ones. It ain't like that anymore. When you're stateside, you pay somebody to do your laundry, to iron it, to press, starch it. when you're deployed, you never iron, you never starch, and you wash it your damn self. It's Grimghoul. Let me check this. How many likes do I got? It's good hang, guys. How many likes do you think I got on this hang? Oh, he's counting the likes. And he's look, Ghoul's here. I'm counting how many views I got in the 40 minutes. 80. Okay. 40 and 80 and 40. So we're getting 2 views per minute, which is better than dead shows. I don't want to have a dead show. Okay. I want to have a live show. Not a premiere. Is this a premiere? Is this one of those fake lives now? Is this Miles Morales jokes? Yeah, I want to be. Yeah, it's Miles Morales. Miles McKenzie. Who should Tomlin go coach for? Detroit. If the Detroit, when the Rams kicked it, I'd like to see this a rematch of Super Bowl. '14 Rams Steelers. This is my show. It's ultra wide, 21:9, 4K, Young K, Quattro K. Quattro, that's Italian. It's not. I'm speaking Italian, not Spanish. I say quattro. Quattro. That's Italian. Is 4 the most commonly spoken number nowadays? Maybe. 1080p is up there. It brings the Jew. How do you say 1080p in Japan? See. 1080p.
1080ペンス。1080ペンス。
10,000. I just need to get 80. I'll butcher that Japanese language. How to say 80 in JPA90 Japanese? Hachiju. Hachiju. So it's Ju for 10. Hachiju for 80-10. Ju Hachiju. Why is that important? Because English is stupid. You approach people speaking. You have to blend in. I like to watch them Germans, and I occasionally try to talk to them. But I only know Stampen Franzosen, Betrogen. That's my STAMP fan. Stamp Fen Stamp Fen Franzosen Betrojens. That means stomping on fake French people. That's right. The Betrojan is the cheaters. I like the Trojans, Trojan football. Yeah, maybe we cheat. No, we don't cheat. But Reggie Bush is still the greatest football player of all time. Jeremy Shockey is the greatest tight end of all time. He's only good for about 4 years. Tight ends don't have long careers because they take the biggest hits. They tend to move real slow up the sideline. They always think that they can take lumbering steps on the sideline and win their one-on-ones, but they don't. Worried about Travis Kelce not padding his playoff stats, stretching ahead of Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is firmly the number 2 best clutch receiver in the playoffs because I think Kelce has 47 catches probably, and Rice has 45 catches. Rice is sweating his balls off, hoping that Kelce never makes it back to the playoffs. At the going rate, when the NFL expands to London, the Kelce brothers will be the owners. It was worth $400 million. I mean, he could just be. That's chump change probably to him in 2025. The NFL has to ban team owners from selling. There's panic selling going on. They've been trying to force the Bengals to panic sell, but instead the 49ers had to panic sell. And now they're trying to get new ownership and new coaching into the Steelers too. They hired just as hard for the Rooney family as Tomlin. They're like, fuck that white dude and fuck that other dude. Okay, they can't stand either of them because they won't stand up to Trump. But because they can't stand up to Trump. And Aaron Rodgers, he was guest speaker of the Democratic National Convention, but he couldn't flip the election. So he was going to come. It would have been San Francisco voting Republican. I invite the Steelers to come on, Steelers, get in my playoffs, come play my Super Bowl. Next year, Super Bowl 61 in Los Angeles will be a better game. It'll be a better because the ego, the butthurt ego of the 49ers. This is your year, San Francisco. You're expected to be the host and the home team. All that shit talk about SoFi Stadium is Levi South. I will never hear that again. In the future, 49ers will deny that they were so. They think they own everything, and they own nothing. They're just like the Steelers. They act like. And now Oklahoma City is going to destroy the Golden State Warriors, 8-loss season. The Warriors will not be considered the best team. And back when the Warriors lost 8 games, they could have kept the team together and gotten better and maybe defended the championship, not choked to Cleveland. And you kept Kevin Durant and on Igloo Daga, the guys that built the franchise. Curry was just a guy on the team. I don't think Curry was that good in 2015, but they stuck with him, and he's. You look at the NBA Live 2010 videos from the video game, and you see Curry playing as a rookie. He's getting developer. He's in the studio developing the video game. You know what I mean? Curry was definitely destined to always have the best stats in the game. If I shoot a shot with Stephen Curry, it should have a 40% chance to make it in from anywhere on the court. But in basketball games also suck now. Kobe Bryant courtside was the best. And Live 98 was real nice because Patrick Ewing had good stats. It was really indicative of the style, the way Patrick Ewing played the game. The game was practically made to be for the Knicks. If you want to play a good game with the Knicks in it, you want to get like 98 or 99. Sure, the Knicks made it to the finals in '95, but I don't think they had Charlie Ward. There was nothing more exciting than when the Knicks got the Heisman Trophy quarterback. There's a little hype that Joe Burrow will play football. Basketball. At some point, Charlie Ward was national champion for the Florida State in '93. Did he ever even play NFL? Straight to the NBA. Athlete of the Year '93, '94. Coach Wooden Keys to Life Award 2011. Heisman Trophy '93. Played for the Knicks for 10 years. 6 points per game. 4 assists per game. But he was still the fastest player. At least you're watching like a phenomenal athlete fail in life. The Knicks did definitely not win this championship. And someday the sport world we'll see the Knicks come back. But still the Steelers think they need to make another comeback. Because everybody's so greedy trying to put each other out of business. Can they just trade Curry to the Knicks? What am I looking at now? I'm getting ready to learn Japanese, but I saved you. Stampin' Friends, Hosen, be Trojans. Ice like Glock. And the bell. And the bell. Ice like Glocker. That Glocker. Ice. My e-cig broke. Oh my God. In the middle of the night, you were vaping in your sleep, and the battery blinked, and then it wouldn't hit. I hate it, man. It got you, cuz, bro. Modern life got you, cuz. Cuz, it got you. I could only jack off for 2 hours. You go to the e-cig shop at 6 a.m. They're not open. I need to jack off for 4 hours. Clean or goon. Hopefully there's some trash to take out, right? You could take that e-cig, boom, take it right in the trash. There you go. Now you have. But I hate charging shit, dude. I spend so much time worrying about the charge on these pens. Do that shit away. I cleaned out all my old cartridges, and I only have 3 cartridges. But I put like 6 cartridges in the trash that were toasted. I've hidden an empty cart for 10 days. Yeah, good hits. It's amazing. Empty carts hit, but you don't truly enjoy it. You're like, oh well, it's faking me out. I'm hitting that fucking sponge. I've had them break. It's so sad when you get a broken 510 thread cart. How many likes? I double checking how many likes I got this episode. Intense hooded tiger glare with the dagger teeth. The skull tiger. You're king, you dropped your rose. I need to animate that. Too late. I need to get back onto Gronk. Yeah, AI. More AI. Tomorrow's night game. Maybe somebody can actually clinch next week. Huh? Yeah. Who do the Patriots play? Bills, Patriots? Oh, I don't know. I think the Bills won't win. Fade the Bills on the road in Foxborough. Who else has a 10-game win streak? The NFL loves these win streaks. The NFL can protect these win streaks without jeopardizing the integrity of the playoffs. It's very unlikely that either of these teams are going to lose into the playoffs. They will suddenly turn into the biggest stories in the playoffs. The biggest matchup they got coming up is really the Packers, Jags, Chiefs, and Chargers. If they beat the Packers at home, that's their next game. They should beat the Packers at home. Maybe Shannon Sharp and Sterling Sharp will show up. Maybe Brett Favre will show up. And John Elway will show up. It'll be a Legends Night, a rematch. Super Bowl, 32? 32? No, 31. Super Bowl 31. Packers. Broncos, right? Patriots. No, I'm in the wrong Super Bowl. There's Patriots and Broncos. Super Bowl 32. Packers Broncos, right? Yeah, Packers Broncos. There's a 32 rematch. And then, of course, Super Bowl 33, Rams Titans. 34 is... Oh, wait, no, 33 is Denver Falcons. I always forget about that one. It slipped in there where Denver got greedy, and they shouldn't have won Super Bowl 33. Atlanta got screwed. Maybe their offense, Chris Chandler and Jamal Anderson, was a crap team. Nobody gives a shit about that team. I think that Matt Ryan's Falcons are better. But that's still January 99, Super Bowl 34. There you go. Titans, Rams. Be accurate. Be accurate. The Broncos should not lose another game. The Jaguars are a great team. They won today. They'll go into Denver and lose. Right. So by the time the Chargers, everybody's gonna clinch before week 18. So nobody, Nobody needs to play Week 18. And Denver has three out of their last 4 games are at home. It's not even safe to play in Denver. You go up there and be medically, you won't be medically cleared to get on the flight. If you get injured in Denver, you're staying in Denver. This one's hitting big hits, all right, big hits, and then chugs, 10 chugs, you know the rules. Maybe we saw Jimmy Garoppolo come in. Let me double check. Did Jimmy Garoppolo have any pass attempts? I really doubt it. In the box score, it doesn't even have Jimmy Garoppolo, but he took the final snap. I bet the Colts wish they had Jimmy. The Colts are looking for a quarterback right now. How are you doing, Eldo999? Hit some more. Okay, what did dare me? Double. Look how much it's still way half full. And I just charged the green. The green one was charging, it's hitting strong. So if Denver wins it, that's the West. Just pencil the West side into win the Super Bowl. Steelers. Who's gonna knock off the Steelers? Buffalo, the 5 seed. I work a sack of meat back and forth. Yeah, what I do is I grab the sack of meat and I work a sack of meat back and forth. Do you work? What do I think about Metroid Prime 4? Does speedrun have the time yet? I'm going to speedrun.com. The leaderboard is in. They won't even tell you how quick it takes to beat the game for 2 days and 18 hours. I think Metroid Prime 4 is probably about 7-hour game. On the first, I think we're gonna see 7-hour runs through the new Metroid. And if you rent a game for 2 days and 2 nights, you usually can beat a game. So if you started the game on Monday, or you bought it on Friday, you're either at the last boss now. The game everybody's completed the game already. It didn't take 72 hours to get through. I'm gonna look at Game Facts to see what other new games came out today. Hey, what kind of games came out today? I'm gonna check on the Switch, Nintendo Switch, because Metroid's old. It's not on the new game list anymore. Korean monorail panorama line. A lot comes out tomorrow. Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Remastered International. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. Maliano's Odd Job Collection. Pharmacy Store Simulator. Lulk Digital. Kilborg. Keep the Heroes Out. Final Fantasy 9. That comes out again. Oh yeah, thank you. On Switch 2. Final Fantasy 9. The same ass game is coming out again. True. You work for Kick? Let's say Kick. Now I gotta work or kick my job. You be a Kick streamer. There's Pokemon ZA Mega Dimension coming out on Tuesday. It's a new city on the map of the Pokemon ZA. Luminos City. A lot has changed since the days of old Pokemon. I've never played Pokemon. I'm not watching it. I don't find any of the content creators making content I enjoy. It's pretty bad, but they have content plan. It's not a dead game. It can't be. Look at these Pokemon playing that old ass game. Shit, they keep getting new shit. My game's old as dirt. I don't get new shit in my game. A game about digging a hole comes out in Japan tomorrow. We don't get the game about digging a hole. Dig deep, sell what you find, upgrade your equipment to continue the journey further and further. With every spadeful you dig, you get closer to the truth. There are no rules, no rush, just the adventure underground. A game about digging a hole by Roca Play. Comes out tomorrow in Japan only. See, they still get the better games. They get better games than us. I have to watch Japanese streamers. I tend to watch a lot of Japanese guys. There's a Disney game, a fitness game. What the hell is this? Full body workouts and aerobics by Disney. Oh boy, it's Mickey Mouse. You do it and watch it. You get to get. There's no princess. It's a Minranis. It's mouse. Mouses in leotards. Can you hold your foot over your head like Mickey? Montezuma's Revenge 40th anniversary could be good. I played Montezuma's Revenge in 86 or 88 on MS-DOS floppy disk. You bet you're putting down $1,000 on card openings. assume you're talking NFL bets, right? Yeah. But yeah, you could be opening 1,000 bet. How much do packs cost? Some of those packs cost like a lot. Yeah. And the game sucks. The game sucks. I still have to finish my beer. Oh, we made it over 70 minutes. Let me battery check. 26%. Plug it in my shit. The radio. I don't think I'll make it 25 minutes to the 3 a.m. radio. I already heard what I know everything. I'm up to date on all the scores. Penn State in the Pinstripe Bowl. Get your Pinstripe Bowl tickets. Can Clemson? Will Clemson beat the Nittany Lions? I hope so. What are the other bowls? Going to CBS Sports. I'll put the radio up as I read the bowl schedule. The Cricket Celebration Bowl, South Carolina versus Prairie View A&M. Boise State and Washington in the LA Bowl, hosted by Gronkowski, Boise State and Washington. Salute to the Veterans Bowl at the Crampton Bowl, Montgomery, Alabama. Troy versus Jacksonville State. Troy versus Jacksonville. We salute the veterans. The Cure Bowl, Old Dominion versus Florida. Down Orlando. We get the games in Orlando. Orlando. We got the games. The booty games. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl, Utah State versus Washington State. Gio Sparella Bowl in Raymond James Stadium, Memphis versus North Carolina State Wolfpack. Memphis, the Tennessee Brats playing at Raymond James. That's LeBron Raymond James. You got to run to 7-Eleven, go do it. It's the New Orleans Bowl, Caesar Superdome. Western Kentucky, trash-ass football versus Southern Miss. Another trash about local Southern Miss versus River. New Orleans, they're in the Superdome. Who cares? Trash teams. Frisco Bowl, Frisco, Texas. UNLV versus Ohio. Hawaii has made it to the bowl in the Hawaii Bowl versus Cal Bears, California Bears. Now we get the Rate Bowl, New Mexico versus Minnesota in the Rate Bowl, Phoenix, Arizona. Game Above Sports Bowl at Ford Field. What kind of stupid name? Ford Field, home of the Lions, and the Game Above Sports, Central Michigan versus Northwestern Wildcats. That's my alumni. I come from the Wildcat educational system. My boys are playing in Detroit. There's a lot of bowls here, and I'm losing my voice. Cincinnati versus Navy at the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee. Because remember, Memphis doesn't have a bowl. They have to go down to Raymond James to play a game. So it really should be Navy versus Memphis, but Memphis players have no integrity to play the armed forces, so they have to have Cincinnati come into play. Memphis is the away team in Tampa. There's a game in San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, Arizona versus SMU Mustangs. SMU is a good YouTube channel with vintage 70s stuff. I get Mayo Bowl, Bank of America, the Mayonnaise Bowl, Mississippi State versus Wake Forest. Crazy amount of games coming up. The Rose Bowl, Indiana versus the 8-9 winner as Alabama or Oklahoma. They're playing at Oklahoma. From Oklahoma, the road to the number 1 seed goes through Pasadena. And I don't even know who they will play if they advance. I'm gonna wrap this episode 116. I'm losing my voice. It hurts, don't it? I'm just gonna say my voice is getting soft. So chug your beer. Shut up and chug your beer, Ted. And there's a lot of beer in here. Shoe nice. Seven. I'm never ready for it. Left to right. My camera on the left. I moved it. Bears play like Bears. Packers miles ahead. Packers probably the best team in football. It might be a boring team. And they could be a very mediocre team, honestly. Especially with Aaron Rodgers not playing any. The Steelers are the team to watch. And who do the Steelers play next? Is it Miami? What time do they play? Monday Night Football, Dolphins and Steelers. The Dolphins have no chance. So, I mean, put all your money next week on the Steelers. There you go. They want to know how smart is Ted? If you got $1,000. Miami is gas. Good burps, Ted. Thank the beer. That was off 7 gulps. My dad another 7. Okay, we're gonna try to duplicate that. You're giving 3.5. That's what it says. Over under 42. Tua played. Tua is healthy. Is it the only game next week with healthy quarterbacks? Who the hell's playing for the Colts? What are the Colts gonna do? The Seattle is guaranteed to win. The point spread is Seattle by 10. Frisco by 12. Texans by 9. Jags by 12 over the Jets. Eagles by 12.5 over the Raiders. And that could be the biggest game of the year. I mean, this is a Super Bowl rematch. Raiders Eagles is a good game to get. Is entertainment. That's going to be the entertainment for next week. It's a very, very rare matchup and the Super Bowl matchup from the Eagles' first Super Bowl, 1979. I take all of Pennsylvania, but they don't care either. So they're very beatable. The trap game for both teams. And it's fluff. It doesn't affect the standings. It doesn't affect the standings. It's all just a bonus. It's a bonus game. Whereas the Ravens, Bengals, Steelers they can take a week off. The Steelers might win the North with a losing record. 8-9 Steelers make the playoffs, right? Raiders in Philadelphia. This is rare. We will never see this matchup again. By the time the Raiders come back to Philadelphia, it'll be 2033. Right? So we've been waiting 8 years to get a rematch on this Raider game. And the Eagles they're really kind of as bad as the Steelers have been, but nobody complains. And all they want is new stadiums, but they need 4 separate stadiums in Philadelphia because they can't dual purpose anything. And Philadelphia would be better if they didn't play basketball. They have to drop something. No, they won't. The shipyards are gone. Build new shipyards somewhere else. 8-year rotation. Every 8 years, the Raiders play in Philadelphia. So when's the last? You have to look at the historical last time the Raiders won in Philadelphia. A whopping 14 games played in 50 years. They played 14. The last time the Raiders lost, 2017. That's in Philadelphia. But in 2021, the Eagles lost in Vegas. So the Eagles have no wins in Vegas. And this game won't affect that. So the Raiders can play loose. They're not giving the Raiders are undefeated versus the Eagles in Vegas. Okay, this game doesn't affect that. These are going to be a loose Raiders. They probably score a lot. That's a game I'd like to go to, but the Eagles Stadium still does suck. If it was in the Superdome where they played that Super Bowl, it was almost, was it the first Superdome Super Bowl? Is that what makes it so notable? hard way. No, not that way. Some teams don't want to win it in some places, like consistently. Then they almost. The Orange Bowl, Super Bowl 2 and 3 in Miami. It's nice to sit around the same place in 68 and 69. Those good years in Miami. 2 different winners. The Jets won 3. The Packers won 2. Caesar Superdome, 1978. Yeah. Eagles lost with Ron Jarowski to the Raiders. Maybe even, it would have been better if the Raiders lost that game. Being selfish in the Super Bowl as a franchise is just the worst thing you can do. The best thing you can do is to lose the Super Bowl and then win it, because then you have fan sympathy. The Packers kind of got greedy winning the first 2. Maybe the Raider fans think they should have won Super Bowl 2. But Super Bowl 1, the Chiefs lost. Super Bowl 4, the Chiefs won. Packers beat the Chiefs. Super Bowl 1, Super Bowl 3, Baltimore versus Jets. 2 AFC teams. How can you even call that a Super Bowl? That's kind of some bullshit. Who was the best NFC team in that year? Because they're still 1960. The Steelers were still in the NFC. I'd rather go to a 1969 Steeler game than. I'd like to send them back. They don't belong in the AFC, and that's a major problem with St. Louis. St. Louis thinks it's a National League city. My friend 10330, I'd like to follow up on something I said before. I think if St. Louis comes back, they should be an American League city. That's it. They're done with the National League. Go argue with, go talk to Tony Khan. And you should build a locker room that can have two games a day. If you could have a place where Monday, like say you're neutral Monday Night City, you could get some preseason games in there. You could get some potential wild card games. But as for hosting your own local club, I mean, if the NFL can play in Ireland, they can play 1 game a year in your St. Louis. Or you'll be hosting WWE, but even the WWE guys, they're desperate for more world tour. They're not going to have any shows in Mississippi. Don't be sitting around Mississippi looking for a wrestling event. COVID had them having 20 events in Florida in a row. Once they figured out they want to have they want to show up and have multiple days on set. NFL is like a single day on set. That's it. Media takes 7. I love the NFL. I love football. I love football. I love football. I love my football. My understanding of it. Think like the owners, the invite committee. Do you like the coaches poll or the Associated Press? You know, you might be an AP football fan, or a Nick Saban jock wagger. They don't play enough games. College players are soft, yeah. Pound of mayonnaise. Let's crack the bag of tortillas. Right, I forgot to eat these up. I picked these up a couple days ago. Soft taco. Tomorrow is beef in the kitchen. If I show up to an event, I could get a $20 gift card, Target or something. Buy powdered potatoes, guys. That's the future. Tortillas are the new bagels. Let's cut my tortilla. I want a smooth edge on this. We have the Pulse nightclub. If you're an ally of the community, speak out. There's trans people on a radio. Now I want to put mayonnaise on my plain carbohydrates. Grease up the log. Cream, eggs. It's just eggs. It's good for you. I was at 96 views last I checked, and I'm at 94 minutes into the show. At 3 likes, I double check analytics. You press the egg. There's a brown. That egg it's brown, dark. It's an organic egg. I'm still at 94 views. So good. Creamy choru. That's right. Choru, creamy choru. You like that? Do you see that? Man, I'm so sick of that shit, bro. I'm so sick of that creamy choru fucking. Choru. It's hard to say choru and lick. Okay, I did my best. You see that ad? Tell me you see that ad. I'm not the only guy getting the same ad for pet food. This. Yeah, you look. Chobru, creamy chobru. I've been on that shit, dude. I'm way ahead of the game. They've been watching me, bro. So my friend Ray, he comes in, he thinks they're watching him, bro. Now they watch me. I'm the one with the show. I'm the one with the show. Fucking so good. Egg is fucking egg. And I did free egg. 90 calories per 90 calories per packet of egg. That's crazy. That's crazy calories. You can pay. You ain't getting 90 calories for 90 cents. No, you're not. You're not. You want me to calculate how many pennies? Let's read the package. Good fart, Ted. Okay. 130 times 8. $0.25 per tortilla is the price. I divide 10,010 calories by 25. Now, if it's a 110 calorie tortilla and I put 90 calories of mayonnaise on it, it becomes 200. So we get 200 calories from the same serving. But it's a different, it's fat. We're taking, what the fuck is mayonnaise? Protein? Fat? Cholesterol? No. So you want to see how much I got? It's not all gone. See, not all gone. It takes me a while. I'm a slow drinker. One drink is enough. So we estimate that it's 25 cents for 125 calories. So fat, and you'll see it too. You'll see it. And I did, my hands were to myself. I never touched the phone. Lenovo laptop. Lenovo, you get this. Lenovo. Get your new laptop. Get your new laptop. Radio says to survive in this year, you need a laptop to survive. I got that. I'm ready. I'm surviving. I don't need to buy a goddamn laptop. I can. I watch the Super Bowl. Will be here. Who has what channel? Do I need to pre-order? YouTube is not receiving enough. We're getting signal dropping at 3:05 in the morning. I don't care. Dropping frames, that's a feature. You'll be paying for to do that in the future. But now it's time to finger my butt when it's dropping frames, you know what I'm saying? Okay. What am I double checking, swishing into? Not analytics. We're not gonna hit 100. Not gonna get up the subs. We're stuck at 3 likes. It's a Monday, 3 p.m. I don't have Reddit. I can't load Reddit on the desktop. There's a lot of things I don't have my new My the iPad's at 47%, which is a historic low. Big sad. I don't want to play World of Warcraft. What do I want to play? I'll play the second controller. Wow. You use the keyboard. I don't care what you play. I get to sit behind you with the controller. And I push extra buttons during your game. People think that's a good idea. The amateur game player plays a one-player game alone. They love Zelda. Even Zelda requires two people because there's complex button. The human hand can't press all the buttons by themselves. Mario Galaxy is a two-player game. The second person controls the cursor that just picks up stars. I'm dropping mad-ass frames as Street Sweeper came by. I can go for some water. I don't need anything. I don't need nothing. I ate 800 calories of mashed potatoes today with chicken noodle soup. It's dangerous going out at 3:08 a.m. There's $8 burning a hole in my pocket. Nothing's open though. If it was 10 years ago, I could go to Walgreens and get two boxes of Cheez-Its for $3, and that would be like, back when Nabisco didn't have a supply crisis. I'd be sitting here eating probably some Chips Ahoy cookies, but now you can't get you used to get a whole tube of Chips Ahoy cookies for 99 cents. That was pre-economic collapse. Now the supply, there's no more chocolate coming out of Africa. Big sad. We're settle for Jello, eating cow hoofs. Soy milk, soy dessert is the future. Japan has learned you can make anything with soy. Soy ice cream. It's too late. We're running out of milk. Not enough milk. Everybody's lactose intolerant, producing lactose. Oh yeah, lactose people don't live as long. Your customers die younger. You making ice cream. I already cut ice cream out of my diet, so I do like to get my government milk at lunchtime. I got shit tomorrow. Or are we sleeping in? I hate it when I miss a good lunch. I got some olives here, an apple. Olives and an apple. That's what I got. We're really late in 5.5 hours. Maybe. Don't have to. I can stay here. We get coffee in 7 hours. Coffee machine is put out at 7 hours. I'm gonna sleep at least 5.5. I'll wake up groggy and late. Coffee's already been served. The coffee's half gone by the time I get there at 10:30. The secret is to bring your own cup, because they only got cups this big. And you see how big this is? I I bring that. Unless I walk out at 7 a.m. Don't tell anybody. I told everybody, nobody knows you're open. I won't tell anybody you're open because only I shop here at 7 a.m. But they're not, they open at 7 a.m. 6 days a week, and they don't open at all on Sunday. So I have my plain tortillas. Pile on 900. On Monday, go to Target and drop $2 for cheese. Eat cheese sandwiches. Then eat my beef lunch with milk and bulk up consistently. Bulk up, always bulk it up. Okay. I mean, I don't even think I'm at 200. Should I go weigh myself tomorrow? Yeah, I should. The clinic opens at what? What time does? Let me double check. VA clinic hours. SF 3rd Street. Monday. It's not a holiday. It's not a holiday. So at 8 a.m. I can tough it out. I can tough it out for 5 hours like King Cobra, Mr. No Health Insurance. I can be my clinic is open in 5 hours, right? If I needed to sit in a chair and complain about belly aches, till then, trash sounds pretty tasty. And I'm packing 8 out. I didn't pick my wallet up. I finished the beer. I repainted. There's one cigarette left in this pack. I threw the last pack underneath the bed, so they're completely. I have to move this episode. Views in 100 minutes. Well, just hit 110 minutes. Yeah, we're at the 110 minute mark. Double checking. Dashboard sub count 1692. Well, look, we did. It's actually there. Finally showed up. I was gonna stand up. It's chore time. I was grabbing my wallet. See, back in 8. Got the $5 bill. I like the 5. It's rare to get a 5. The 5. Lincoln. Washington. Dropped $1. Giving away that Abe Lincoln. It's already almost payday. 22 days till payday. I got Abe Lincolns to burn. What do you think? I'm gonna eat all that. I'm gonna get a good deal on carbohydrates, small proteins. I'm stay bulked up. I'm trying to gain weight like Shaq. Gotta put weight on. She likes them big. That's right. Non-threatening. No jumping in that damn hallway. I'm gonna wrap the episode. Good episode. It kept me warm because it's cold. My stream bit rate is 94.47, 940.47 kilobytes. I'm at 42% battery. Little phone is struggling. 3:19 in the morning. You see me spin my money. I was spinning $8. Big spender. Big spender. I used to have nothing, and I only blew $1 million. Is that true? I should have had $1 million, but I only got 10%. I only went through like 10%. If I blew 100,000, that's fair. You can pin me. I blew 100,000, and I'm still yapping. I'm still yapping. Meet Slavic singles. My date. I like that Habsburg job, maybe. I like that Habsburg. Andre the Giant drank 108 beers in 45 minutes. Clickbait by Kevin Nash, trying to keep his show relevant. No more bowl games. Kansas State skipping bowl following. Because a lot of teams are withdrawing from bowl eligibility. I didn't see who the Trojans were playing. I need to know who are the Troy. I see you're still listening, 10. Do you know who the Trojans have in the bowl? Who do the Trojans play? Dare me to cut off some more. In the Alamo Dome. Remember the Alamo, San Antonio, USC Trojans, first ever Alamo Dome. Remember, I get cheated. It's the Alamo Dome Trojans versus TCU, Dallas, Texas, Horned Frogs. Alamo, remember the Alamo, okay? I mumbled, I drank beer, I was incompetent. I'm in my room counting my money, thinking about my lunch, and I found out at the last moment the Trojans played the TCU Horned Frogs at the San Antonio Alamo Dome, December 30th, 2025. The Trojans are 9-3. They got snubbed by the playoffs. The Trojans belong in the playoffs, and this is better than all those crap ass Oklahoma versus Alabama. I tell you, motherfuck them. Motherfuck Alabama and the SEC and ESPN and the Raccoons. The Raccoons, they coon in some coons. And I come straight out of the trash myself. I'm from one coon to another. And I'm gonna take. Now they played the '98 Sun Bowl. They have played in the bowl, 1998 Sun Bowl. USC lost 19-28 to the Horned Frogs. This is a rematch. It was a new world order established in '98, Alamo Bowl. When the NFC lost the Super Bowl to the Broncos, Karl Malone started wrestling. That was really right about the same time Karl Malone would start wrestling in '98 after the Christians lost to the Trojans. Because Diamond Dallas Page brought in Karl Malone to put himself over and not Karl over. Karl was fourth place in the West. We don't care. We don't care. Fourth place. They had 6 teams in there. I don't know how I could. Eight. All 6 teams in the Central. Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Oilers, Jags. No, I see 5 teams on this list. Were the Browns not back? 2000 AFC Central Browns were in there? I don't know. Probably. What were the 90s like? The 90s were like watching the Bengals realignment every year. They're playing because the Oilers moved so many times. They had to play. The Jags came in. The Texans. They played so many strange places. They stopped playing the regular NFC rotation. They had extra AFC games, and they ended up losing to their extra AFC games, essentially breaking even on their NFC games. Remember when I used to take my shirt off like every episode? I would be like, yeah, because it's bedtime. I went 2 hours. Good episode. Or one sub, but it doesn't show. I think I just gained 1 more. Let me double check the sub counter at 94. Can I pass 95? Alamo Boat. No, we're stuck at 94. So couldn't do an hour. We went 2. See you next time.
Roo.